Oh, to the garden. It's in New York, sound like we in the garden. Huh? Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind these stage, you see a murder house.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on? You already know when the high go, my creatives. It's another edition of Cuts. Yes, you heard. We was hearing banter in the background. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I don't care, yo. I'm hyped. Now, listen.
Me too. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. Listen. Let me introduce this man, yo. Off the rip, I've known. Shockingly, you know what's crazy? I just looked at a video before I do this intro. I looked at when Jason Bourne did an event in the Bronx. You was there, bro.
Yes, it wasn't an event. It was an event, but it wasn't like a show.
No, it was a
media
meetup
thing.
It had a media thing and everything.
Yeah,
and I think I don't think I interviewed you, but I think we spoke. So at that time, I don't know if you were still Sparrow at that time.
Yeah.
You was?
Yeah,
okay.
Sparrow.
But no, I'm just saying. But I just looked at the footage because shout out to Pretty the First, right? Mm-hmm. She had put a picture up, and I think also she put a video up. I remember at that thing, Cats did a cipher, and I think you're in the video of the cipher.
I definitely wasn't rapping at that time.
No, but I'm saying you're in the video. Right. No, but you're in the video of the cipher.
Yes.
So my creatives, it goes crazy when I'm gonna start with this. You know how we do with story time and whatever. When it comes to this industry, you can't sleep on the journeys or whom you meet in these journeys. You know what I'm saying? You never know what they become or what their final result is going to be. So to my left, to your right, oh man, listen, journalist, news reporter,
yes,
voice, one of the premier voices of the culture. He doesn't like me calling him top dog. He is one of the top dogs. I don't care. I don't care.
I was not on that complex list.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if he was or wasn't on that list, which you should have.
But that's what they're going to say. He a top dog. Was he on that list?
We can talk about it. It's cool. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We just had our recent talks. He is one of the pioneers, if you want to say, or trendsetters of the DIY era. That is a whole fact. That is a whole fact.
That I will take. Y'all hear that?
Oh yeah, I know. There's a lot going on, my creatives. I know. My bad. We're gonna turn the volume up.
Is this water good?
Yes, the water's amazing. Listen,
right.
Water 99 is amazing. Nonetheless, I got NWO Sparrow in the motherfucking building.
I am
finally.
here.
This finally is happening.
Yes, and this he asked me. I think 2 summers ago.
Yes,
to come here.
But you was busy. You was busy like hot fish grease, son.
I think I was on tour 2 summers ago.
Yo, you was wilding.
Yes,
your summers was wilding.
No, so the first summer that you asked me, I was on tour. And then the next summer, which was last summer, he wasn't on tour per se, but he was outside every fucking day. It was so hard to even make that work. So I was like, okay, everybody he interviewed had to be locked in from the spring because this nigga's never in the house. So I would just say that he had all his interviews lined up, and that's why,
Yeah, now we here, man. Yo, come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
What's up, man?
What's good? What say you, man?
Let's say, is this water really good?
Yes, this water's amazing.
Was this here since last week?
Son. I was
it's cold too. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all good. So the water tonight is fresh. Listen, we don't do this to our guests here, but but what say you, man?
What say you? That's pirate talk.
Yeah, what's up? What say you, son? Like, listen.
I'm here, but this is actually gonna be my last interview.
Okay. Yeah, of course, as it should. Of course, my creatives, as usual. Where did it come?
It came from.
They come to Reemo land.
Yes.
They come to Reemo land, sir.
Say that out, but this is gonna be my last one. I think I'm tired of talking, and I think when we especially us do these type of interviews, it comes off as if we think we know more than I guess where we're seen. So I'm just in this mind that I could show you better than I could tell you.
Right.
You know I'm saying, you my man, and again, like, this is 2 years ago. You already asked me to do it, but like, this is gonna be my last time. Like, I don't want to talk, and I just want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just show that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So
basically on both our heroes' seance, forget the defense. We're about offense. Pretty much, in a nutshell.
Well, he's not my hero.
Oh, what? You thinking what, son? He's not your hero.
No, he's not my hero. I'm a fan. So he's not a hero.
No, I valid. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I
know that you love him. But,
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, so I mean, what can you say? I mean, when you
what more can I say?
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Yo, let's get right into it, son. When life forced you to pivot, what hurt more, son? Was it letting go of the old version of yourself or accepting a new one?
What hurt more?
Yeah.
I would say accepting a new one, because the reality was what I thought it was going to be wasn't what it is. So that hurt more. And when you say the old version, you mean what?
No, so pretty much in a nutshell, as far as like you, because what you was as a rapper, most rappers. I won't try
I was
to
trash, by the way, just so y'all know.
No, I mean, but for most rappers, it's not really, they don't think of longevity. They think of more so like, okay, the moment and as it goes, right? Mm-hmm. And then, once that pivot comes, like, okay, damn, I'm used to like writing bars. I'm used to studio and all that. Now it's like, because you pivot, just not really something that's like not hard to pivot to, but it's like, okay, damn, all right, can I, it's always that can I. You know what I'm saying? Damn,
can I kick it? Yeah, she can. I don't see. To be honest with you, that wasn't hard because I already was in a funk at the end of my music career, and like I didn't like. Shout out to my manager, Rain from Black Money Management. Who's also my cousin. She used to have to drag me on stage, and I'm talking about like while on tour, while we in Ohio or Baltimore, and I would be like, I just don't want to do it. Like I don't want to go out there, but we already made the deal with the venue. We already put the promotion out, and it's like she used to look at me like she thought I was joking, but truly, Reemo, I did not want to go out there because I think I was just so done with it, and I wasn't getting what I get from doing media because that's really was my purpose. You know what I mean? So, in that music career, a lot of good things happened, a lot of great stuff happened that any artist would want. But again, I was in a structured situation, like I had a management deal. So a lot of things was happening for me because of my management. But my heart wasn't truly there. Creatively, like you and I, anything that I'm going to do, I'm going to give it 100%.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But my heart just wasn't there. I gave it 100%, but at the tail end of that music career, I just wasn't in it no more. And like I remember, because during the end, like in the last 3 years, we started doing our own events. Black Money Entertainment was doing their own events. And I used to be like, you don't have to put me on the show. Like, you could give my slot to another artist. You know what I mean? And I'd rather just do the show. And then my manager be like, like, are you... The R word, like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, we not putting this money up for us, and then, but like, truly, my heart just wasn't there. Like, I am doing now what I always was supposed to do. I just got distracted by what I was around, like, people do, rappers. You know how we grew up, rappers, and I couldn't play ball. I'm only 5'6", by the way.
No, it don't matter. Listen,
so I couldn't play ball like that. So you did rap, and the funniest thing is, and I want people to know this, where we grew up, when you're good with words and you're good with dialect and speech, you think that you're supposed to be a rapper.
Right.
No, I was supposed to be a journalist and media person. That's where my heart was at. I was more so into telling stories and telling other people's stories than I was into like rapping. Once I started, my brain started to develop. You know what I mean? Like, okay, there's no fulfillment in that. So.
Nah, so do you feel like at that moment, like, your outer self finally like came out of you, like your inner self finally came out of you, and just looked at things and like forced you to stop?
And the pivot,
yeah,
a lot of stuff. So my mentor, Dr. Barbara Berry, I love her. She's my mentor. I'm in education, and I remember I put out my last project, and it was everywhere. Kids used to come to me and say, "Is this you?" and I'd be like, "No, that ain't. I don't know what the fuck that is. That ain't me." My kids, and I had like a Nike sponsorship. I was on the More Than the Game tour with LeBron James. Like I was doing stuff, and it was getting back to my community.
Right.
And I so hardly tried to keep them separate. And my kids was, YouTube algorithm. They were, they were like, "Is this you? I thought I saw you." And I'd be like, "No, that ain't me." And then my last project, my mentor heard it. And she didn't say nothing because she was very non-judgmental. Mm-hmm. But she came to me and she said, "Sparrow, I heard your project." And my heart sunk because I knew what I was talking about on that project. anybody that's familiar with my past work, I was very much into party music, drugs. You know what I mean? And my heart sunk because I'm like, fuck. Like, now I was thinking, like, these parents come here, pick up their kids, and they hear me later on freaking late night on Flex or something. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just two different people. And that was like, okay, this is obviously not for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for me. So I think I was happy that I was able to release it and let go.
Right.
Because it's like I was holding something that I didn't even want to hold. It just ended up, I started young, I grew up in it, and when I realized that this is not what I wanted to do, I was still holding it. You know what I mean? So I don't mean to be all like,
but this is what it's for. No, listen, because I was gonna add on. I feel you on that, and we are similar in that because I don't know. I think we talked, and I'll let you know. Before everything of this, it was basketball.
Yes.
To me. You get what I'm saying? The hoop dream was I was set on hoop dreams. I was set on hoop dreams. I was set on playing television, playing overseas. You know, I knew I couldn't make NBA, but I knew I want to go overseas.
Yes.
Have a chance to go overseas. Whatever. Boom. And I ain't gonna lie, son. You know, I had injuries here and there and everything like that. And my mentor, his name is Doc. I don't know. You ever been to Invite Only Studios?
Yes, I have.
So Doc owns that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Doc, we used to hoop heavy at the cage.
I'm not familiar with Doc, but I'm familiar.
Hooped heavy in the cage and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I might be pulling to the side. And then around that time, I was like 05, 06. I was like coming into entertainment. You know what I'm saying? With the acting and everything like that. And, you know, even outside of that acting and stuff, you know, I'm big personality, boisterous, you know, sarcastic, witty, and all this other shit. So, you know, Doc Point is like, yo, bro, like, yo, you should aim for entertainment. And it's not the first time in my life
somebody said that.
Yeah, people said it's constantly, but Doc was the final straw. You know what I'm saying? And I really contemplated about it too. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, because it's basketball, you got to do this shit 24/7. And not saying that in entertainment, it's not 24/7 either. But I got where he was coming from.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So probably like the better opportunity to make money.
Emotionally, do you feel like that was a lifeboat thrown at you?
Hell fucking yeah. By far. Because the thing is, let's say he didn't do that. Let's just say he said, hey, you're entertaining, but he didn't add on that.
Yes.
Who knows if there's going to be a Reemo Marac? Because not saying that, even though I was part of entertainment, and I'll even give you a backstory, even earlier in my days, when I was younger, like a toddler, I was part of like the lineup for Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
But I could have been like the main kid, but still to the day of the story, and God rest her soul, my mother, she would let me know that I kept crying. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, I kept crying. Yeah. So, you know,
seeing them Muppets and shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was crying and shit. So, you know. You know, it was crying and shit like that, you know, but this is like the early 80s and all that other shit. So, you know, eventually it didn't happen, but still, you know, family members that were part of entertainment. You know, I have a good amount of family members that was part of entertainment and stuff. So entertainment was never like a far-fetched or anything away from me. So then fast forward, like I said, with Doc, ended up, you know, going to Central Casting. Like I used to work in Soho at I ain't gonna say the store's name. You're definitely not getting credit. It is what it is. I mean, you're closed down, but I'm still not gonna give you the credit.
Is it Woolworth?
No,
no, it's not. Okay.
No, but you know, eventually from there, you know, on my lunch break, I was like, fuck it. You know, I was like, all right, let me go Central Casting, and even with that happened because I was at a party in Harlem, house party, and it was like, you know, being my witty self in front of a girl.
I know that story. Yeah.
You know, all that you know, kid looked like Lupe Fiasco. You know, it wasn't him, but he looked like him. You know, we was in the kitchen talking, whatever. He's like, "Oh yeah, I be doing commercials and shit. I'll be doing, you know, Central Casting." And I was like, "Bro, what's that?" He's like, "Nah, that's where they cast like the background actors and the actors and all that, and commercials and all that." I was like, "Word?" It's like, "Yo, what do you got to do?" He's like, "Nah, bro, I pay like $30." Like $30 where? He's like, "Yeah, yo, just go downtown, like by the garden and all that." I was like, "Word." Psst. Called out next day. Called out. I went downtown. And 30-person 6. Went right. I think it was like the 3rd floor. 30-person 6. The building right there, right around the corner from the Starbucks. Go upstairs. You know, you fill out paperwork.
Yeah.
They take like at the time they had the Sony Cyber Shot.
Yeah.
Took it. You know, put you on the email blast and all that.
And whoever needs you.
Yeah, whoever needs you. Boom. First job I did was Law and Order. SVU.
That's fire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
True New York City shit.
Yeah, right in Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
So it was, and then that's when I experienced like, oh shit, there's really a difference between like non-union and union.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you witnessed that and it was like, yo, it's like I got into beef. With a union actor, because the union actors at that time, they was wilding on me. They was wilding on the union actors, non-union actors too.
Yeah.
They was like, yo,
why?
Nah, it was crazy. They be doing the territory shit. It's crazy. Yo, that's a whole different episode. Yo, they were doing territory shit. So at the time, there was you know, Grand Station, they got the outlets on the ground.
Yes.
There's certain parts on the floor that got outlets on the ground. So the part that they section off for the shoot, outlets in the ground, motherfuckers was like, yeah, nah, these are SAG outlets. You ain't using them. Now, mind you, at that time, I'm 25, 26 years old.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm stocky, I'm fit.
Yes.
I'm with the shit. I'm still with the shit. I'm not industry yet.
Yes.
I'm not part of entertainment yet. But I'm with the shits. Like, if you want to be on that timing, we could be on that timing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And at that time, I'm like 25, 26. Homeboy had to be at least like probably close to 40.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yo, my man, we could, after shoot, we could go right down here. We could shoot this 5. You're not telling me I'm not charging my phone. You bugging. You're not telling me I'm not charging my phone. So then the OGs.
I'm scared and I wasn't even there, y'all.
No, so the OGs, they pulled me to the side like, yo, chill, man. Yo, you can't get no beef in this because word getting around.
You'd be difficult to work with. Yeah.
So I definitely understand you on that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the mentor having you change the pivot.
And well, hold on. I want to say this too. You said about when you were younger, you was on Sesame Street. One of the things that I learned in this current journey was my sister told me when I was like 12 or 13, she had brought me a radio kit. And I remembered when she brought it up, but I hadn't remembered that for years. And it was like, because I was so factuated with like Star and Buck Wild and Wendy Williams and Howard Stern. Yes. And she said I used to act like I was on the radio all the time. And I mean, again, when you start going to high school, you start smoking, partying and shit like that, you don't think about that shit. But when she told me, I said, I remember that radio thing. So everything that we do is kind of connected back to our roots somehow. You know what I mean? So
hell yeah, son. Yo, so at this stage you're at right now, right, do you feel you're chasing success, peace, impact, or immortality?
I think I'm chasing at this stage legacy, which I guess would be immortality.
Yeah, all right, speak on that.
It would be legacy because at my age now, which I won't tell y'all, but at my age now, I'm a homeowner, I'm a husband, a father. So anything in terms of the society level that I am is taken care of. 401k type of guy, health insurance, life insurance. I'm good on that level. So doing NWO News and doing media is really just me fulfilling what I want to do. Right. I just recently had a development in my life, and I told my wife, I said, I think after this, I think I'm done. I think I'm at peace. And she was like, I don't think so, because if you're not doing this, you would not be happy. Right. So with all of those other things that you got, obviously, that's security. Those things are security, but fulfillment comes in doing media. So I do want to be able to, like, I like when my daughter watch me on television and she tries to emulate me, or good and bad words. She says both of them. My daughter emulates me when she sees me on television, or she's asking because she come to the studio. She wants to come to the studio with me, so I'm gonna start bringing her to the studio. So that is what I want to. I want legacy, because we don't have that. We'll pay top dollar to go see somebody else's legacy. We'll go to Brooklyn Museum and watch Jay-Z's legacy, or we'll go to the Met and watch all of the legacy there. But we don't have our own. Like I want to be able to museum our milestones. You know what I mean? That's why shout out to Big Veg. It was very important when Big Veg showed me his badge collection of everything he's done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that means so much, because that's a timestamp of milestones.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, yo, like, yeah, like that's what's important. It wasn't that we get an event and we made these like
lineage was key, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a collection too.
I can imagine. Shout out my guy Big Veg. But like, the legacy is what I'm saying. I want to be able to show my. Look, let me ask you. What was your great grandparents? Do you know? What did they do? We don't know. So that's what I want to leave my daughter. Like, you'll be able to show your kids, oh yeah, your grandfather worked at the Barclays Center. He worked with WWE. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. That's what's important to me right now.
Yeah, that's what's up. I hear it, son. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? I wholeheartedly respect you or guys like you that are all fathers that are thinking like that and especially black fathers. And I'm gonna say black fathers. You know what I'm saying? It's very imperative for us. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not a father, I could have been a father. You know what I'm saying? I never.
What you mean?
No, could have been. No. Like I'll keep it. I'll be transparent. I've been transparent on here before. Ex of mine, had an abortion, didn't tell me about it. And that
I'm happy you said that because I love to make a joke.
Yeah. No.
Stop that.
Right. It fucked me up bad. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it a buck.
Oh, she had one on you.
Yeah.
That you. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it was abortion on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then I had to find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? It fucked me up bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good. So, I mean, listen, it's life. It's life, dog. Like, I as much therapy as I already went through.
Yes.
At that time, I already moved forward. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about me, I'm never the type to either bring that kind of anguish on the next woman or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But when I do meet black fathers like yourself or no black fathers, it's definitely key and it's very dope to either highlight or, for that matter, be embracing of it, because in our community it's kind of bugged.
Yes.
What's going on with the family dynamic and just overall, that not saying that majority of black fathers are not caring. Mm-hmm. But it's starting to seem like the narrative is that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, that's an interesting concept, because I felt like throughout the last years, black fathers has been more involved. Like the engagement in the black household with the dad has been on an increase. Mm-hmm. However, overall, it still is not enough.
Right.
And I have friends that's fathers. I have family members that's fathers. Sometimes the societal pressures of being a black father is very demanding and unfair. And if you're not equipped with the tools to deal with it the right way, sometimes you'll be distant. Sometimes you'll want to get away. You know what I mean? And so 2-3 years ago, I would have seen somebody that I felt like was being a deadbeat and call that motherfucker a deadbeat. I would fast. But now, as a father and understanding certain things, I could get, like, sometimes I tell my wife, I get why my father left for weeks on it. You know what I mean? I understand now. But individually, we have to make the decision of how involved we're going to be in things like that. So yes, the pressure itself is a lot, but it's also up to us to make the decision. But I understand how these things happen now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I understand it. And as you said, like, we need to have more black fathers involved in their family dynamic. You are 100% right. I just want to say that while understanding, I could see how that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, because look, at the end of the day, man, like, even for me, like, my dad, granted, was a light switch in my life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I still hold on to the times when he was there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I went to go visit him in 2019 in Canada. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
He lives in Canada?
Yeah, he lives in Brampton.
Okay.
Not too, it's like 35 minutes driving away from Toronto.
Okay.
So, but at that moment, I had to tell him, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I went through some shit when you left. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And God rest the dead, and not against my mom, but I'm just being as transparent. Like, I felt the boyfriend vibes from my mom versus the mother vibes. You know what I'm saying? I should have had from my mom, or the son vibes. From my mom. You know what I'm saying? And I get it from my dad. Like, granted, her and my dad, him and my dad, well, whatever. My dad and her didn't get along too much, right? He loved her, and she loved him, and everything, but they couldn't get along, right? So when it came to he left, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, I felt those vibes from my mom. Like, as far as just not trying to really separate him and I, but it's like,
I get it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel that. And it's like, damn, bro, like, I don't need you to be mother. I need you to be mom. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it came to other, aunts and her good friends, the ones that I was like, all right, I could relate to you and you're cool. I got mom from them.
Yes.
Versus from her.
From her.
You know what I'm saying?
Because she's still dealing with the feelings that she didn't have from,
You get what I'm saying? So then, definitely as I got older, the importance of fathers was key to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And also too, if I had friends that were dads, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If they came to me for the advice or whatever, I initially let off like, yo, bro, I get it. You going through something, bro, don't leave the dynamic. Do what you can. Don't leave the fucking dynamic.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's imperative in our community. It's imperative in our community.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about anybody else's community. As far as our community, no, I'm being dead serious. As far as our community.
I know you work for white people.
Yeah. No, I do. No, which is true. No.
Yeah, I know.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. 1,000%.
Yes.
Being a city worker, you're right. 1,000%. But in hindsight over matter, it makes the community better. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We can have the arguments. We could, you know what I'm saying? You know how we get up here, my girl. We can have the arguments back and forth for days. But as far as a black father and a black family, that dynamic is strong as fuck.
It is. And let me give you a perfect example. And I appreciate you sharing that piece with me. I'm going to share this piece with you. So my mother was deemed as crazy. She was actually insane. Like, insane. No, deadass. She held my sister over the roof and was threatening to drop her. Wow. Swear to God.
Okay.
However, and that's how we grew up. We grew up just oh, mommy crazy. Mommy she crazy. Don't tiptoe around her. Then she passed. Then my father passed at right like sometime afterwards, maybe 10 years after her, but he passed. Wow. And then I learned that my father cheated on my mother with her best friend that lived upstairs in our apartment. Damn. And my mother took him back, but she stayed in that relationship with that fault that he had, which made her crazy because she don't know who she could trust. She don't know who he could love. So growing up, my father was there, and I'm being very honest with you. My father was there, and I've been in and out of foster care and things like that, but whenever we were home, he was there. I never knew my father. I just saw him. As a matter of fact, when he died, more people knew stories about my dad than I did, and I'm like, I used to wake up to the motherfucker, you know what I mean? And I didn't. But one of the things that I take from my father was who he was as a man, because to your point, although it was so much chaos in that relationship, he still stayed. And I was, as a man, as I sit here today, I was able to take things from my father that I utilize to this day that I didn't even realize that I fucking utilized until I got older. And I was like, oh, my dad used to be like that. Like my dad he did not talk. He's dead now, but he did not talk about things that he would do like when he was in battle, in war. We grown now, so war, right? He wouldn't talk about it. He would just do it. He wasn't. My father was never like I'm gonna see you and I'm gonna da-da-da-da. Never was that. Right. As a matter of fact, one time, can I get this off? Yeah. All right. One time we was living in the Bronx, and the person downstairs the lady downstairs used to get beat up by her boyfriend, all the time. One Saturday morning, she's getting beat up, and she's like, I'm gonna run upstairs, because she was friends with my mother. I'm gonna run upstairs to her. And her boyfriend said, I don't give a fuck who you run to. I'll whoop their ass too. So me and my sister look at my father like, he talking about you, nigga. Like, he talking about you. And my father said this. Now, rest in peace, my father. So he said, yo, if he comes through that back door, I'm going to crack his skull. I'm going to break his skull or something like that. So me and my sister look like, nigga, please. Like, you're not even upset enough to even do that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even mad. Sure enough, she ran up through the back door, and he ran up after her. And as soon as he came, and my father used to have this bat by the fridge, he took the bat, and I'll tell you, he slugged the fuck out this man. And I was just like shocked because he didn't have to do the, nigga, who you gonna come up in it? He didn't do none of that. He just was it was almost scary how calm he was. And he did it. So even now, I take that as a man, as an adult. You know, that I'm not gonna threaten nobody. I'll just do what I gotta do. Yeah, right. And just other, like the way he took care, he had kids with my mom, he had kids with my it wasn't my stepmom, but my stepsister's mom. He had kids with other people. He took care of all of them. A man. I do think that who he was made him die early because he has, carried so much on his heart. But as I live my life today as a man, I always think back to how my father carried the household, even in chaos and distress. You know what I mean? So you saying that no matter what the situation may be, the black father has to stay in the household, is very true. And I know it's so hard for some people to hear that.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
It's challenging to hear that, but you have to stay in, because when you said that it makes the community better, that's how you get a Reemo rap. That's how you get an NWO Sparrow. That's how you get. We're the future. He's gone. My father is gone. Mm-hmm. But now we have to breed the next generation. You know what I mean? So what you said is very important, and even though it may be hard to receive by certain people, it's very true.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good, son. No, listen, this is what it is, man. I mean, listen, man, at the end of the day, y'all know how it is with CUTS. You know, yes, the acronym is Culture, Urban Technology, and Sports, but...
It's for like therapy, nigga.
Nah, it's not.
Culture, Urban Therapy, and Sports.
I wouldn't even say, you know what, you are right in that sense, but, you know, as the conversations we had, I told you, this is... what somebody told me, you know, it's Larry King meets inside the acting studio.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it goes outside the barriers. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I feel for us as creatives, besides that, we have to answer our fan base or people's why on a daily basis. But are we really answering it? That's one. Two, if we're as transparent, or for that matter, just alone to add on to our story, to the legacy.
Yes.
It makes the conversations better.
Yes.
It makes the understanding like, you know what? Because you are relating to me, or whatever the case may be, you know what? I could support, I could, you know, go to your brand. You know what I'm saying?
But that's your thing. I think that's what, like, I love but I hate about you, because you also said, like, what you were saying, you take your time and you do stuff. Like, look at this is a fucking beautiful ass studio. This is, shout out to Gotham Studio Production.
Yeah.
Like, this is beautiful. You take your time with your guests, with your production. You treat people who are not necessarily have a Google network like they're mainstream. And you give so much detail to that. And I think I told you this over the phone. Like, this type of interview is not one that you just do just because I know Reemo. Let me hit my bro up and see if I can get it. No, this is something that, this is a rollout. This is a rollout. This is... Yes. And you provide that platform to people. So when you be acting humble and you be so nice, so you say, "Oh no, I don't want to worry about." No, nigga, worry about that.
No, yeah,
worry about the copycat. Like this is your shit. You do this. You know what I mean? So
no, I feel you on that. You know what it is with me, and it's not that I'm humble. I want to be clear. It's not that I'm humble. I'm cordial. See, humble is that I don't acknowledge of who I am. Oh no, I know who the fuck I am. Don't get it twisted. I know I'm Kareem, Reemo, Marac, Tyson. I know that.
Yes,
I understand that. But the thing is because since I maneuver and travel so much in this industry so long, and business for so long, right? Trust me, if I want to compete, I can compete. If I want to come in a room and light up the fucking room, trust me, it's happened.
Yes,
right. But in the same token, it's like, all right, you go ahead. I know what's gonna happen. I know the respect I get, the relationships I built, getting you here. Getting a really J1, you know what I'm saying? Getting Kanika, getting Rob Kenner, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Getting mathematics from Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Okay, like that wasn't just like, oh, charity interviews. No, that's because of the relationship that was built. Y'all respect what I'm gonna do of your time. And also, too, y'all know the conversations we're going with and understand the conversations we're going with. That's what I did with CUTS. CUTS was from because... I'll give you the background. So I don't know if you remember when I was on City Rock Radio with Prezi.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Not saying that we just only did hip hop artists, right? But it was irking me.
We did. Only did.
Yeah, we did. Right, we did. But it was irking the shit out of me because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, motherfucker, you know, actors, producers, shit, managers, publicists, producers, television producers, music producers, you know, people that are on the academy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fuck why are we here in this box? And not to say that, shout out to Prez, you gave me an opportunity to co-host the show and all that. Yeah. But then when pandemic happened, it opened the doors. All right, if we're not going to do City Rock no more, all right, I got to go. I got to go. That's the one thing about me, you know about me all the time. I got to go. I can't just stay.
Yeah.
I got to go. Something has to happen. I got to move, motivate something. So even around that time, the Reemo Marac, I had two of them. I had both simultaneously running. The Reemo Marac, that was the more aggressive one.
I remember that.
Okay.
I know that.
Right. That was the more aggressive one, which I fucked up. I did fuck up with that one. But CUTS was the child.
Yes.
CUTS was the child. CUTS was the child birthed after Reem TV radio.
But
Reem
Cuts
TV
was like 2021, 20.
No, 2020.
Then it had to just be sitting there because you wasn't really doing nothing with it.
No, I did. It was, you know what it was? Because marketing wise, I didn't do too well with it. So as it kept going along, the marketing got better.
Yes.
But at the time, because I was doing it remote, I wasn't in the studio at the time.
Okay.
I was remote because, I was doing StreamYard or Riverside FM. Then I would chop it up and edit it myself.
Yes.
I didn't have Manhattan Neighborhood Network Studio because they were closed off for a minute. I was like, damn, I'm at the computer at home editing this shit and all that. But this is what Cuts is about. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it even then. I knew, and I understood, I know my relationship is good, but I know I could get this person to come in. They know I'm not going to fuck up. Or I could hit up a publicist. Hey, let me get your high profile client. I know I could do that.
Yeah.
I could get them in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, y'all know I'm not going to embarrass you.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. You know I'm not going to embarrass you.
So if you make people cry, because, nigga, I just had a whole therapy session
not true.
up
No,
here.
that's what's up. No. But then we're going to get to it.
You know my insurance not working, so don't fucking bill me.
No. All right, but let's get to it.
Okay.
So what separates a real journalist from somebody just chasing viral clips with a microphone? Let's get to it.
Integrity.
Okay.
That's not hard to answer, right?
No, but still.
Yeah, integrity. There's real journalists, there's unbiased journalism out there that has integrity, that can observe and call out. There's a word that I'm looking for, but I can't think of it right now. But they can call out. They can just observe and commentate, rather.
Right.
I think the new model and format of journalism is, I fuck with Reemo. Reemo could do no wrong, no matter what Reemo do. Reemo don't write his own fucking show. He don't do his own show, but he's still better than every. That's the new format that we're in that I just can't hang on to.
Yeah.
I can't do. I can't. I could go through the Drake and Kendrick battle of 2 years ago and say, well, Drake had it on Family Matters, or Drake did this.
Yeah, we talked on the phone about it. I told you about that.
Now, as a fan, I'm gonna go. I pick Kendrick's side because I already know. But I can still call it objectively. That's the word.
Yes, objectively.
I can call it objectively and still say, well, Kendrick did do this, and Kendrick did do that, and Drake did this, and Kendrick had a bunch of white people at his show. That's what I see. But I think the new format is to pretty much just stick ride whoever you're a fan of.
Which is wild.
It's the new format,
nasty.
and I think that's what separates it. I love that. Shout out to Sean Carter. I love that he went to Fraser Thorpe for GQ for his integrity interview in media. He didn't go to Drink Champs. He didn't go to the podcast because it would have been a stick ride. You know what I mean? I love that he went somewhere that was down the middle and really threw us a lifeboat for what we do. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. It's just integrity. You could me and you could easily with our connections, with our knowledge of the algorithm, with everything we have, I can easily go viral right now. Iceman dropping on fucking Friday. I could go viral right now. Just make a clip and just say some wild shit, but it won't be integrity because when I'm in a room now with TDE or with Kendrick's, that they wouldn't even hire me for nothing. You're a dick rider. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't do that. And no disrespect to anybody that may feel that they do that because I don't. You got to call it yourself.
Right.
But the difference between real journalism and viral journalism is integrity, basically, and objectivity.
Yeah, and also, do you feel like not only with technology, but also too, because unfortunately, the entry into journalism and the entry into media is such at a low bar, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
anybody.
Let's say let's say 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There was 20 years ago would have been 2012. Right?
20 years ago? No, 25. 2005, no, 2005, 2006.
2006. Why the fuck I said 12?
Yeah, no, it's all good, son.
Cut that out. 2006.
It's all good. No,
yes, 2006 we still had integrity.
05, 06.
Yeah, we still had integrity in it.
That's my approximation point of...
Up to 2010.
Yeah, let's say 2010. That was the approximation point where the integrity not only mattered, but also, too, the vetting was precise.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and we had this conversation. Even that still goes on to this day, right? I had to be vetted when I got hired at Complex.
Right.
The vetting still goes on. What's happening now is that we don't. Damn, I want to say that. we don't need big corporations now. Tonight I'm going to Fresher's event, the Pastor Aux. Somebody's coming with me there. She said she want to catch content. Do you know tomorrow she'll be a content creator?
Right.
It will be. She's gonna pick up her camera, record stuff, upload it. She got her page already made and stuff like that. She's gonna be a content creator.
Right.
She's pretty, so the next fucking big rapper we're gonna hire her to come cover hit. She's a content creator now. Now you don't need to be on a major publication. This is DIY. You can do it yourself. Nobody has to vet you. There's no vetting for her. Right. She's gonna just build her brand tonight. She's gonna start tonight, and by tomorrow she's gonna be a content creator who probably will get more opportunities than me and you combined because she's pretty.
Yeah.
So,
but also too, I think it's tough. It's also too because that also kind of saturates the value, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going against. Listen. I want to be very clear. I'm not going against about the opportunity obtained. Right.
Yes.
But
that's
it's more so.
We're gonna sound bitter and old.
Nah, whatever. Not the opportunity attained, but it's like more so. It's about, okay, even with the longevity of the value, right? It's almost like it says like, okay, taking a Benz off the lot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a Benz. Yes.
It's
a Benz. But each time you drive it, or however way you want to look at it, it's going to lose its value.
Yeah.
Or even if you try to customize it, put dark tints, put this kind of rim, put this kind of neon light, you're lowering the value of the Benz. So in that regard, I get it. Yes, because she's attractive. Yes, she's pretty.
Yes.
Or whatever the case may be. She picked up a camera and filmed and whatever. Cool. But then again, it's like, okay, but then now you're going to claim that as such as, okay, the credibility part. You get what I'm saying?
That's
Which is crazy.
This is me and your fight, Reemo.
Yes.
This is me. I'm right on the same side with you. This is our fight because tonight, after she uploads her 4 clips and she becomes a content creator, by next summer she'll probably be at Rolling Loud,
right? With
the exclusives, not the pass we're gonna get the media pass. We're gonna get she's gonna get the VIP pass where she probably could go into the backstage and interview people and stuff like that. There's no vet in there, so me and you have the same fight. I'm with you. I almost don't want to fucking bring her, because you know what I mean. But that's just where we at. Like, and it sucks, man. It sucks. I was asking you about your space, Gotham Studio space. I was like, how did they grow? Like, I thought this was new, but you told me the history how they was.
Over the years, they built
by
it.
World Trade Center, and you said they.
So,
but like years. Stuff like this is a last of a dying breed. Things like this. You and I are a last of a dying breed. Like, that's why this interview and this link up is very important.
Yeah, by far. Has hip hop media become too addicted to the moments instead of meaning?
It's always been that way. Yeah. Yes, they didn't become. It's always been that. That's the point of media.
Right.
It's a documentation of what's going on in the moment. So that's not a bad thing. It's always been that way.
Okay. All right. Do platforms today reward intelligence or outrage?
Do platforms reward what?
Intelligence or outrage?
Outrage. Why are you doing this to me? Come on.
Yo, listen. No, I get it. Listen. Okay. Shout out to the Reemo Morak brand team. This is what they plucked out. This is what they were plucked out and set up. I was like, all right.
We're not gonna have no thought-provoking conversation over shit that y'all know already. You know there ain't nobody that a black child that got 15 scholarships to college is not gonna get more coverage than Blueface getting his feet sucked by Christian Rock. You know that. Like, come on. Come on.
All right. So, So you kind of touched on it, but I want to hear more expound on it. What's been the biggest cancer to hip hop media in the last 10 years?
What we just discussed. Just no vetting. And those are your words.
Okay.
Just no vetting. Anybody can do it. Anybody. It's a gift and a curse, and I say that one because the gift part is that I did it myself, by the way.
No, right.
But I appreciate it, and you see what I have been able to, what I'm building with it.
Right.
But then there are people who just it's a clout chasing thing. And it's always been, no matter what fucking profession you get into, whether it be sports, shit, even in education, like
right.
It's always it's clout chasing in that field. But what has changed in hip hop media, just in general, is that anybody, like literally anybody can do it. That's it. and they can start today if they wanted to, and they could remember the only thing that used to stop a motherfucker from doing media was that they couldn't afford the equipment. Now Temu is out.
Yeah.
And anybody can do
Amazon
it.
give discounts.
Yeah. Prime Day. And keep doing it, Amazon. That's how I buy my shit. But still, anybody could do it. I just wish that there was somebody to say this person doesn't matter and this person don't count, or there was real integrity in the communications firm of the things that matter.
Right.
Because what measures us? Let me ask you that. Now this is the NWO Sparrow show now. What measures? What's the metrics of a media personality and at big events?
As far in regards to as far as what though? I mean,
who are we saying are approved? Who are we saying are not approved? Who are we saying?
Because that shit has been all right from both our experiences, right? I feel because that shit's been the goalpost has been moved so much over the years in that. So at one point it may be 1 year, right? Your numbers matter. Right?
Yes.
1 year the relationships matter. Another year, okay, both matter. Okay, 1 year, okay. The amount of star interviews or star meet
like your
catalogs you have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's catabolic.
I can't even interview this nigga. He's too smart.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it a buck.
No, you're right. Now, I didn't even think. Yeah, you're right.
It fluctuates.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go approximation point in years wise, right? Okay, let's say pre 2015.
Okay. You had to be somebody.
Yeah. Pre 2015, it was resume, be somebody, okay, whatever major publication you were on, and the level that you were at that publication, those are the three.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I could be wrong, could be right, my creatives, right? After 2015, the increase of YouTube, the increase of social media, the increase of doing UGD content.
What is that?
Like vertical content, like all the vertical content.
Yeah, like TikToks and
I might have said the acronym wrong, Margaret, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Once that started increasing, right? That started building the battle of, all right, do we really care for integrity or do we care for eyes?
Eyes.
Right?
Visibility.
How much visibility is going to matter? What visibility can you do?
Yes.
Regardless if you did integrity interviews or not, or integrity with your media, period.
Yes.
It didn't matter after that.
Reemo, they don't, and you're so right, Reemo, and just to call that out, let's take Rolling Loud for example, which I just got approved by. So this is a fight for my creators, not me.
Right.
I get approved. So one of the things that bothered me is you just said the word visibility. Mm-hmm. They would take somebody who is probably a fashion content creator and have them cover Rolling Loud. Not even specifically for the fashion, just you're there. Where another person is a music journalist, a music live performance journalist. Mm-hmm. Nah, you don't got the numbers that she got. So you can't, I know what needs to be sold. I know how I'm going to narrate this. I know everything that I need, but I can't get it because she has 150,000 followers for fashion. That's not right, bro. That's not right. That's not fair.
But here's the thing on that, right? And I'm not defending it, because unfortunately, hindsight is always going to be over 2020. Hindsight is always going to be over 2020. It doesn't matter. In hindsight, right?
Yes.
Okay, because said person has 150K.
Yes.
As promoter, because I've interviewed event curators on this platform, promoters and stuff like that. They're going off the hindsight of, okay, out of that 150K, I think you could realistically bring 1,000. Right? Mm-hmm. I think you could realistically bring 1,000, or for that matter, you realistically can attract 1,000 to maybe
buyers,
2,500 buyers for this, right? But then that's when the Kanika episode, when she says, "Yo, this shit is like pulling straws," because that's pulling straws now.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, this might be the straw, but then you pull the straw, the shit is short as fuck.
Yes,
fuck, damn. But I already went through the process.
And you here, you got That sucks.
No,
because
it sucks. And look, and I'm not saying, look, I want this to be very clear, my creators, and those out there that do I'm not, and those that do the events and the whole shebang or whatever. Trust me, the Ruger spray is not mad.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
It ain't about that. This is about debunking and also coming to a resolution.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, right, that's cool and all. I get that. That's cool and all. But then what is it saying about what you need versus what you want? See, needs and wants is two different things out here.
You know the Diva? You know the Diva report, Miss Diva?
Yeah.
Okay, she had when they had the when they
shout out to Diva report.
Yeah, shout out to that's my sister too.
Even though your Celtics got cooked.
I didn't say that, sister. He did. I didn't say that. Oh damn, we got to get into the next. Well, anyway, look, she said when the Hot 97 morning team got fired, Ebro and Laura and Rosenberg, and they was going through the process of hiring the next person. I think I was on that list too. She said she got online and she said, like, it's so unfair that I went to school for communications. I got my degree for communications. I've built a platform that you've seen that I've built. But she said, like, there's no process and somebody could just apply for the job and it's not no open process. And she was, and that, like, touched me so much because that is so true. Like, she had invested money into, she loves media. She loves the culture. She loves, whether it be entertainment, hip hop, she loves it so much she even went to school and got a degree. But that doesn't even matter at the end of the day. And that sucks to shit. You know what I mean?
Listen, and I hate to be that guy to say it's not only in media. It's pretty much everywhere. It's pretty much everywhere. Because look, you can say it in computer. Look, I got a bachelor's in computer science.
You do?
Yeah, real shit. I got a bachelor's in computer science. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, in my journey, my heart, just like how your heart stopped with rap and all that shit, my heart stopped with computers, like doing that, because at the end of the day, for me, the passion in me, the creative in me kept like breathing hardcore. And I was in offices, I was doing the IT shit and all that.
Yeah.
After a while, I was like, yo, the fuck with this, hell with this. But I didn't lose what I learned in IT and all that shit and brought it to the creative side.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna put it like this. It's like when it comes to like computers and shit like that, right? I'm gonna fuck your mind up. It's not always about the system that runs. It's about the person that inputs the system.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Shout out to those that you did go to journalism. Yes, you did go to school and everything like that. But as the years went on, unfortunately, the value of that decreased.
Yes.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking those.
Yeah, I know you're not. Like,
I'm not knocking those.
It's
It's just hardcore truth. And also, too, we got to also understand a good amount of us at the time didn't see the DIY would succeed past the conventionalism of journalism.
Yes, we didn't.
Nobody saw it.
Yeah.
And whoever says they did, all right, cool. You want to be that genie in a lamp? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. But nobody realistically saw it.
No, nobody saw it. Everybody thought that they had to be by a big logo. We talked about this. Yeah. Everybody thought that they had to be by a big logo to be measured that they were successful. Like, nobody thought that. And that's why I give respect to Joe Budden. Joe Budden was doing his podcast when it wasn't the cool thing to do. Actually, we all thought this nigga was broke and failed.
God Rest the Dead. The one before him was the original.
Combat Jack. Jack Thriller.
And there's the argument too. There's somebody else too. But we're talking.
Who, DWR?
Yeah. We could
shout out to him.
No, shout out to him. No. Shout out to him because I was there.
Yeah,
that's how I started in media. I was at the Matrix.
At the Matrix, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. All right, how can I put it? I get why he goes hard and says it.
He's
right?
the pod father, yes.
Pod father and all that stuff. Cool. But I think I had this conversation with him. I remember it was something along the lines of, don't make your stance tedious.
And what does that mean?
What it means is, don't get me wrong. Yes, you keep fighting, but if the culture itself hasn't accepted it, then right, still kick ass like you're supposed to. Like, look,
nigga, please don't talk at my funeral room.
No. No, you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. But I'm just saying,
Yes.
this is my thing. Even with me, right? I keep it a buck. Is there times that I got overlooked for shit for people whom I felt?
Yes.
Like, okay, if we were in the same room, I'd kick their ass 9,000 times ahead. Yes. But over the years, I'm losing off time for my focus. I got to focus on me. The fuck with everybody else. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The fuck with everybody. And I get it. Yes, we all deserve our accolades. All deserve our flowers. All deserve some kind of recognition when it comes to this culture. Yes. But guess what, motherfucker? Still focus on you.
Is he the Podfather? Based on what you know?
I'll say yes. As far as time wise, if you know of his time or what he did, yes. But unfortunately, because the way our culture is set up, our culture, hip hop culture, is set up, sometimes because history gets jaded, or for that matter, for that matter, selectively, things will be put in place. Selectively. So even if you are the most high favored, right? Not necessarily because you're the high favored, you still get selectively placed in history.
Mm-hmm. So I asked you, is he the Podfather?
No, I said yeah. I said yes.
So
in a sense of, I'll put it like this: in a sense of, from an independent standpoint, you could say it, but I get why he's even going above that step, right? I get it because with Joe Budden, it's more mainstream because even though he did it independently,
yes,
right.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one.
Huh? No, Comeback Jack too.
Oh,
no,
okay,
Jack. No, Comeback Jack is still.
I'm talking about. All right. So what I'm saying is,
are you saying?
Let's just say names. I was asking, is DWI the Podfather?
You said yes to
Comeback Jack. Do you think that Comeback Jack's death made him the Podfather? Because if he was still alive, would he be considered that?
That's tough. That's tough to answer, only because I don't like speaking on things when people are dead.
Yeah, I understand.
And future, what could be done in the future.
Yeah.
But as far and definitely not taking away from Comeback Jack, because Comeback Jack, if you want to keep it funky, put it like this: Comeback Jack took it to be mainstream, if that makes sense.
Yes.
DWI was still in the bricks, you know what I'm saying, of being built, but it was still. It put it like this: it still wasn't recognized enough like Comeback Jack.
Yeah.
Comeback Jack on a hip hop level is recognized
because
for
his promotion. He paid for marketing.
Yeah,
I hate not in a disrespectful way.
But you're supposed to pay for marketing.
Yeah, so you invest into your. Okay, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Because I'm about to punch the screen. Could we finally get into that? Like, I'm sick and tired of if you're a platform, if you're an independent platform or whatever, and you have this notion to think that organically things happen all the time. No, motherfucker. If it doesn't happen organically, you have to put money into the promotion. Into the promotion.
Yes.
All this shit, I get it. Yes. The people that paid for bots and shit, yes. But there's a difference between paying for bots and doing Google ads.
Yes.
There's a difference between fucking paying for Habibi and fucking Dubai and getting real fucking marketing dollars and sponsorship for your shit. Can we finally talk about that shit, please?
Yes, we can, because people honestly believe that these growths are organic and that they think that these are like somebody loves your whether it be your song, your fashion brand, they love it so much that everybody's going to start talking about it. And that's not what it is. That's not what it is. They even place billion-dollar budget movies into trailers and promote it because that's what you do with a product. You promote it. You put it in different places. If you want to
look at the camera here.
Huh? That's my camera right there?
Yeah. Yo, this is the wide. This is the wide. No, not that. It's your Ruger. So, this is where you shoot your Ruger.
I'm snub-nosed Sparrow. This is Ruger. This is Ruger Sparrow. I'm snub-nosed Sparrow. But yes, you have to market yourself. Like, stop thinking, please. I'm not even asking, I'm telling you. Stop thinking that people are just organically getting your product and they organically love it. That's too personal. You want it to be too personal. You have to market yourself. You have to put money into your marketing. You put money. What I say to myself and what I said to myself was every time I pay for an Instagram boost or I pay for a Facebook boost or I do Google ads for YouTube, that video is working for me while I'm fucking fast asleep.
Right.
That's it. I'm not up, and which we still do. I still send it out to people. I still promote whatever I'm doing. I still promote it. Feet to the ground. I still promote it like that, hand in hand, but also pay for that boost because that is going to put you in places where you're not even at yet, and it's going to be operating when you're asleep. It's so important but nobody believes in that. But honestly, Reemo, on some real shit, I'm so past that point. Like I'm in an orbit where I don't even want to just say that.
No, true.
I want to be around the people that know that, and we're just doing what we got to do. You know what I mean?
I know, but this is why on here on this platform. This is why I do the platform. Yeah, because it be irking the shit out of me. I'll be like, yo. I'm like, motherfucker, what do you think is going on out here? Like you honestly think if you leave it on YouTube, perfect example, leave it on YouTube, plow, did it, produced it, everything, left it on YouTube. It's going to grow millions just like that? No, motherfucker. You got to... Yo, what are we talking about? Super Bowl commercials. What the fuck do you think the Super Bowl commercials are?
And they pay for placement. They pay for placement. They pay. The Super Bowl commercial ads run about 1 million to like 2. It depends on where the ads...
What they're doing for 5 seconds, 6 seconds, yes. They fucking
they pay for promotion.
Nobody's going, yo, well, that's bots. Oh my God. Nobody's fucking doing that.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Sales, because they got the sales.
But still. But nobody, but that's what I'm saying. But only in our fucking culture does that get fucking questioned. I don't, like, what are we talking about, bro?
They don't know. They don't know. And that, but I don't even want to have that conversation with Reemo because I feel like we so past that. Like, if you don't know that shit by now, if you don't know right now, 2026, to brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning, I don't fucking know what to tell you. Like, I don't even care to have the conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna be around the people that understands marketing and understand advertising, and we're gonna be around those people and we're gonna get it with them. I don't want to teach that. I don't want to. We was teaching that back when 10 years into Instagram, we was teaching that. What, 2022?
Yeah.
We was teaching that. If you don't know that you have to market and promote yourself.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't want to talk.
That's what I'm saying. Jeez, thank you. Yo, thank you.
If you don't know that by now, what the
because motherfuckers be making me look like when I go on my tangent or if I'm on
I remember that. That was from the summertime.
Yeah.
When they was questioning his services.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and you
had, nigga.
And for what you provide, you had good comp prices for what you provide, and I was like, shit, like he's definitely gonna kill a market with this one because they're gonna go straight to him. I understand how you could, but Reemo, my nigga, if you charge somebody $5 for an interview, they're gonna ask for $250 discount. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
like wherever you put it up.
Listen,
whatever the price is.
That's why as of late, that's why the prices are staying the prices. I don't care. Look, because I had somebody work with me, right? And she was telling me, she showed me a screenshot of the person I was complaining about my prices. I told her, no. I said, I don't give a fuck. Because you know why? I don't have to worry about them.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about them. Okay, you don't want to pay it? Guess what? Cool. So now when this platform, which, by the way, shout out to Miss Melanie, who's my latest distribution partner, the audio has gone up close to 80,000 downloads. Okay, cool. I don't give a flying fuck because I'll make my residuals from there and do what I have to do.
Yes.
Okay, and also too, the platform gets respected. There's a difference between monetizing and whatever have you, cool, and numbers and views and likes and all that, to respected. I'm going for respected. Yes. Do I want to get paid for what I create? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's not just what Jay-Z said. That's always been me. Okay. Guess what? I don't give a flying fuck. Not just anybody can come to cuts.
Yeah. that's yo. And kudos to you because that's where I'm at now. Like what we do is not easy. I work very hard. I work very hard on what I do. I work very hard with networking and stuff like that. If I give you the price of whatever I'm doing, and I would rather not. Trust me, I would rather stay home. Like I would rather stay home. So you don't have to. And I don't care to mesh in that world anymore. I don't care to mesh, not necessarily the up and coming independent world, but the up and coming independent mind, or at least what they think is up and coming independent. I just don't care to. Like this is business. This is
you paid your dues.
Fuck me. Fuck you for a second. Fuck us. this is just what it is. This is just what it is. So you're gonna go to Fifth Avenue and ask them for a discount when they give you a price, and you're gonna go to Snipes and ask them for a discount when they give you a price. You're gonna go to the MTA. Some people, you niggas jump the train anyway, and you don't pay the bus anyway. You're gonna go when you go buy a sandwich, or you go to Shake Shack. You're not. This is just what it is when it comes to me. I don't care to discuss my price. This is just what it is. This is just what it is, and I just don't care. Like talking about the last thing we talked about, I'm so far past that I don't want to have those discussions. I would rather stay home with my wife, my daughter anyway. Anyway.
Listen.
So you're either gonna pay it or you're not, and that's fine. But it's no negotiation there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you do nothing for me, especially that.
No, because I want to touch on that. Because shout out to Brooklyn's Balance, shout out to Meeks.
Shout out to Meeks and Rick
and Blaze.
Meeks,
you know what I'm saying?
he giving you a run for your money with this one, Meeks. I'm sorry, sister.
No, Meeks, we're not doing that. Meeks,
he giving you a run for your money.
Listen, Meeks, I still want to cross brand. We're not doing that, and I do want to come to your platform.
Meeks,
we're not doing that.
Meeks, when I came in here, he said, "You know her shit ain't better than this shit." I said,
nigga.
What?
No, shit. No, bro. Chill, bro. I just got back on good graces. Okay, after, the Ruger that I did. I don't want to talk about it. No.
Just general.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
We passed it. I told you before, we passed it. But I got back on good graces, so.
He said that, Meeks.
Yo, chill. We're not doing that. But real. Damn, what the fuck I was about to say to you?
Fuck, what was he talking about? I forgot.
Oh my God, no. So you was on the show and you touched on that about how artists don't they don't make it last longer with the interviews. They don't. Yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why do you think? Not saying that's not the only reason why we talk, but it's like, bro, why do you think we set our value? Because it's like, yo, bro, we know you're not gonna do shit with anything that we do for you.
Yes.
Afterwards, you're not gonna do anything.
And that's why I don't do free.
Properly.
That's what I don't do free.
Right.
I want to dive into what you're saying. Yeah. So when I first got on Medium, when you start Medium, I think you need 200 to become a Medium partner. 200 stories. Okay, so at first I was just doing, because I needed the content, songs that I like from artists that I like independently. I did need the content. Right. So I did not charge. I didn't even tell you. I just would go grab the song, do the review, send it out. Doing that for free and stuff like that. I don't expect anything. And then the phase after that is now artists knowing that this is happening. It's the phase of me just doing, then there's the phase of artists knowing it, and now they're asking me. And now it's like, okay, I could do it. I could do it. And at that phase, I would do it. It'll go up one time. Shout out NWO Sparrow writing this article. That's my bro. Shout out NWO Sparrow. They probably with the scroll shit on it, or they take a screenshot. Shout out NWO Sparrow. Nothing after that. Nothing. Okay, cool. I know I still need the content. Right. Now we go to the next phase where now I'm getting so much requests. Now I have to start funneling these requests. So $30 per article. $30 per article. Bro, can I get it for 15? Can I get it for $30? Just $30. And I will still do it. Now I'm getting paid for it, but I'm not nearly getting as paid as which I should be in the investment I'm getting. And once again, shout out to NWO Sparrow. He did shout out to NWO. He reviewed my song and then link. Boom. Nothing after that. So now I started to, and shout out to Chanel. That's what I want to give a shout out to. Yeah, shout out to Chanel. Yo. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Bianca Bentley. Yes. They started to help me understand the value in what I was doing, especially Chanel and Rose, who would actually talk to me and tell me, like, I like that you did this, or I like that you did that, and this attracted that. Mm-hmm. And now, now I'm doing this now for real. And I'm getting bigger plays. I'm getting bigger artists. I'm working on bigger artists, unpaid at first, but I'm working on bigger artists, so that now the independent are seeing that, oh, he wrote for who? He wrote for this person? Sparrow, you can write my review? No problem. Whether $30 or sometimes free. Still the same shit. Shout out NWO Sparrow. You did my one time. That's it. The thing with these artists is that they don't understand what to do with this media that they get. They think that the end all be all of this media is them just getting it. No, you have to work it. Yeah. This right here, which is my last, is going to get cut up so many different ways for me. It's going into my EPK. It's going to be, other than us just presenting it out, it's going to be, whatever we're going to plan to do with it is doing that. when I do, like, whenever I do Pix 11 News, like, I'm sending them clips from, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is going to be for, and that's what your media is for. But artists, they don't know that. They don't know that it's supposed to be more than, it should be more than one just post of shout out Reemo Marac for covering my album. Check it out. Nobody checks it out. I know you got your stats on Medium. Nobody fucking checks it out. You know that nobody checks these artist shit out, right? You know.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, the ones that you least expect
are the ones that got checked out.
Are the ones who's getting, in the Medium world, 100 views. That's big in the Medium world.
Yeah,
if y'all don't know,
Medium,
and Medium, 100 views was like somebody, it's like a million in the Medium. You get 100 views
because I forgot which one I did. It caught heat, but I was shocked by it that it caught heat.
And I'm familiar with a few of the ones you did. You had you stopped allowing the whole article to show. You stopped that. I think you like cut it off at some point.
Yeah.
So I think I was not signed in, and I would read your articles, and you know I can't read the whole thing. But you did a few of them.
Yeah,
but.
I think the Glorilla one. The one with when I did the hip hop, the who I felt were the top 20, I think 25 in New York hip hop, New York indie hip hop.
That was going.
That one I go, that one right there, yo. That shit was a funny one because shout out to you. I think I hit up you, BB Flight. I hit up
Kanika.
I have Kanika. I think I hit up Kanika.
Talk about Kanika with this. Yes, I watch your show.
Yeah, I hit up Pre. Who else did I hit up? Slops. Yeah, I hit those people up. I hit y'all up when that list came out. Because the reason for that list was that was my coup de grace. That was like my final, all right, goodbye. I'm not covering media. I'm not covering artists as much. Because I was like, anymore, because I did that.
Yes.
Cool. But here's my ode to y'all for, you know, pushing out Reemo Approved, saying I was a Ruger sprayer, saying like, yo, Cuts Podcast, and all this other stuff. So I did that and said goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And the thing for me with that was I felt good on that, but in the same token, I started seeing it because I was like, yeah, because if I did do a review on you and you did put Reemo Approved, just like as you did with yours, it just stayed there.
Yes.
You didn't further do it. And that started getting annoying.
Yes.
You know, to me, it started getting annoying. I'm like, motherfucker, you know, I just came from recording here in the studio and I went home.
And did your review. Yeah.
I listened to your music from the stop here.
And let's make it clear. Let me make it clear. This is my camera too, right?
Yeah.
I'm not upset for those who don't know.
Right.
Those are artists that's maybe coming out of high school. Any of these young artists in their 20s, let's say up to 2025. I get more agitated and annoyed by the older demo of artists like the 26, 30. That you had, like, you don't even appreciate the time it takes to do this stuff. And let me tell you right now, for my reviews, you may think that if you reach out to me today and you get it by, what's today, Tuesday?
Yeah.
And you get it by Thursday night, that I did it within that time frame. Within those 48 hours, I'm listening to your project while I'm taking my daughter to school. I'm listening to your project while I'm cleaning up my house. I'm listening to your project on my way home from wherever I'm doing. I'm listening to your project in the studio. I'm giving it a sitting and listening, and I'm being engulfed in that world. And then it takes me, and ask anybody who knows, it takes me 2.5 hours to do the actual work of the review. With the typing and the writing. We are not ChatGPT niggas.
Right.
We are not ChatGPT. I'm sorry. I can do that. I can do that. I could chat GPT too, but no, I can't, because there's no feeling, and you'll know if I heard this shit or not if I use chat GPT. Right. And then I put that together, and the only thing that I get back is shout out to NWO Sparrow for doing a review on my album. Here's the link. Check it out. Done. I'm not doing that. Like I'm just not. So our price is our price, and whether you wanted to pay it or not, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We don't need the content anymore. I think we got enough stories to be Medium partners.
I bet. All right.
We don't need to. It's just what it is. Like, it's annoying, Reemo. It's really annoying. And
all right, so let's go. So since we're touching on this, so which platforms are actually helping artists build suitable careers right now?
The Bars Tournament.
Okay.
Shout out to Solid Guard, the Bars Tournament, especially in New York City.
Solid.
I would say On the Radar. I would say any of the mic drops, not all of the mic drops, but like Block Work, On the Radar, Hang the Line, the Therapy for You. It's a bunch of it's other ones too. Still Got the Juice. Cuts for people that come here.
Appreciate it.
Brooklyn Balance. Tariffs. That's mine actually. Tariffs. Tariffs. But it's not most so just the platform or the name value. It's what's being done with it and how you utilize it. There's so many platforms because we are in a DIY era. But again, as I alluded to before, it's knowing what to do with that. When you build out your rollout plan or your blueprint of what your rollout is going to be for the season and or the quarter, how you place those things is going to be how valuable they are.
Right.
It's not just the thing itself. It's how do you utilize that. It's what are you doing? One of the things that I learned, Antoine King from Spate Media. Mm-hmm. Antoine King. Let me tell you a story. When I was an artist, I had got published in XXL The Break. You remember XXL The Break?
Yes.
I got published in XXL The Break. That's not one of them shits where you pay for it and you in the back of the magazine. This XXL actively seeked you out and scouted you and put you on the break. Mm-hmm. And I was so excited about being on the break. I was so excited. And I called Antoine King, and he said to me, Sparrow, what you gonna do next? So what the fuck you mean? Like, I'm on the break. Like, that's the fucking thing. I'm on the break. He said, no, I'm not gonna have no event about it. Like, what's next after this? Yeah. And I got mad at Antoine King. I said, what do you mean? Like, I worked hard enough and I'm on XXL.com on the break. Like, what do you mean what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep working. He said, no, Sparrow, what are you gonna do with this momentum? He told me that shit. I got mad at him. At the same time, another promoter actually booked me for an event. And that same time, gave me 20 tickets. Because I was on the XXL, I sold those 20 tickets out plus more and didn't receive a dime because that promoter knew more than me. That because I was on XXL, I should have did like a small little music session and charge people to come. I should have did something with that piece of media, and I didn't. I thought that being on that media was the end all be all, and that lesson taught me so much. Antoine King told me that lesson, and to this day, I give him
Antoine King.
I give him his respect because he was asking me like, Sparrow, what are you going to do next? And I was really upset. Like, nigga, like, imagine you just getting on XXL as a rapper and the nigga asks you what you going to do. Like, what the fuck you mean, nigga? Like, and yes. And somebody who was smarter than me, sure enough, booked me for a show. And that same time, gave me 20 tickets. That sold out. And I was just so stupid because it was like, I had the momentum right there and I gave it away.
But I don't think, see, I don't.
No, Reemo, I don't know.
No, I get it.
It was stupid.
No, I get it. But all right. Put it like this, right? You're not the person you are now that you should have been then.
Yes.
Okay.
But let's what say, I should have been was open to hear what he meant by that. Which
is true. But at that time, you were rapper NWO Sparrow. You weren't the entity, the enterprise, the figure NWO Sparrow. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference.
See, that's what I'm talking about when I talk to him.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
Yes, you're right.
I'm keeping it a buck because I feel for us as creators, at times, we get too hard on ourselves without knowing that, okay, we're in our journey of learning and understanding our growth. Mm. Okay, fine. Yes, if you want to say stupid, true to a degree, but I would say more so, I would use more so ignorant than stupid.
Ignorant, yes, you're right.
I would use ignorant than stupid. Because stupid is just flat out, you just didn't give two flying fucks. I don't think that you didn't give two flying fucks.
I did care about what he said.
Right.
I felt like he was trying to play me. Like, nigga, what you mean was next?
No, not even trying to play you. It was just more so because at the time, you didn't understand what it meant to be a brand.
Yes.
That's not being stupid. Stupid is you're a fucking brand and you still just ignored it any old fucking way.
And did something stupid. You got it. Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Ignorant, I'd say ignorant versus saying stupid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because even in Proverbs 12, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me wrong, people that are highly anointed.
My brother
I think it's he who considers he who ignores it's like he who ignores something is considered die stupid, or basically saying he that
knows better and doesn't do better
still does something stupid.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't know. Just because you didn't know better doesn't mean you were stupid. It was just that at the time it was just ignorant in a sense that okay, you didn't understand that you're a brand.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I feel with majority of artists now.
Yeah.
It's just they don't understand they're a brand. But it also, too, in the same token, that's why even shout out to DHH Worldwide Sound Records, when he made me an A&R, and you know, I always admit to it, I'm not a conventional A&R, okay? Mm. But as far as I started seeing the scopes,
yes,
I'm like, okay, now I see it. Because how can you expect an artist to do something, right?
If they don't know.
Not only if they don't know, but if they're allowed for the ignorant stuff that has been long happening in their career.
Yes.
How do you expect them to know pinpointedly? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
and
yeah.
I'm not defending it.
No, you're right. But and to answer your question, you don't maybe all right. When Antoine was talking to me, instead of me asking, yo, Antoine, what should I do? What can I do? Like, how can I handle the next step of this? I was saying, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And that's how I handled it. And God, and like shout out to Antoine because he did not stop fucking with me even because I would have stopped fucking with me if I knew better and the nigga was talking to me like that. You know what I mean?
He knew as a vet that you didn't understand about being a brand. That is the difference. That is why in fucking hip hop culture, and I'm gonna say fucking hip hop culture,
yes,
I wish a good amount of fucking vets, I don't care, would just take that ideology and mindset. And you could go forward, and shit with this could go even further.
See, now you put a mirror on my face because you're right, and that's yeah. Because I think did we talk about me having a low tolerance for certain shit?
Yeah,
and you was like, "Oh, this is why I do what I do," and you was telling me how you. So you absolutely damn.
No,
I'm tired of the fucking therapy session.
No,
I'm getting out of here.
Ain't about therapy session. But this is these are the fucking talks that need to be said. Fuck all the baby mother talks. Fuck the fucking Birkin talks. Fuck I'm Team Meg. I'm Team Clay. No, fuck those talks.
Team Clay,
okay.
I hear you saying,
but just fuck those talks,
yes,
bro. Because it's like, okay, how many years more? Okay. After the 50th year of hip hop, right? Before that fucking build up, what was the fucking biggest of talks? Okay, yo, let's make bygones be bygones. We gotta go further than 50 years. But then after that fucking benchmark, everything went back to fucking shit.
Well, it was like Drake and Kendrick. No, Drake and Kendrick was before 50 years.
No, it was after the 50 years.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, when that beef was starting, yes.
Oh, okay.
No. All right, man, let's get all right. I know we was talking a lot.
Yes.
I got to get to about, I feel you're kind of becoming one of the leading voices with wrestling culture.
Oh, okay.
No.
Right.
No. Let's get to it. Yo, what made you realize wrestling culture wasn't just entertaining, but storytelling psychology?
As I got older, when we were young, we just watch it because we like it. But as I got older, I would say this, and I actually want to say this. Since the beginning of high school, I used to tell people, hip hop is just like wrestling.
Yes.
People used to look at me and say, like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, everything ain't wrestling,
dude,
nigga. Everything ain't WWE.
It fucking correlates. What are we talking about?
Same exact thing. And I used to say it all the time to people. My cousin, my sister, my friends, my people. I used to say, yo, hip hop is basically WWE. No. You should see now how many of them are saying it and how much people are starting to believe it now. And then now I feel like DWI because now I don't get the credit for saying this shit for years.
Yeah, shout out to DWI. We're not taking shots. Shout out to DWI.
No, I'm just saying, like, just for saying this shit for years and now people see it. But I think as I got older, I actually did when I had got my bachelor's, my final paper was on WWE, like the business psychology of WWE, and just seeing what Vince McMahon did and seeing how he does it and how he literally made something out of nothing. literally made something out of nothing, and understanding the business dynamic, understanding that when Jinder Mahal became champion in the real world, the dinar dollar bill was going up in value, even more so than the U.S. currency. So he was trying to get his money in from that. He was trying to get the money from that.
Even open more of the floodgates too
for what we do now, like for the overseas shows and things like that.
Crown Jewel and everything. Hell yeah.
And he saw that. He saw that coming. When before the like crisis now was going on in the real world, he brought in Shinsuke Nakamura. He brought in Asuka. He saw that K-pop movement coming in. And if you're a wrestling fan, and I mean this, if you are a wrestling fan, you can see things or you know things that's going to happen before they even happen. Mm-hmm. And Bourdain, what was his name? Bourdain that committed suicide?
Anthony Bourdain?
Anthony Bourdain said, if you want to know what's going on in the world today, watch WWE. I used to want people to watch WWE. I used to beg my sisters and my cousin to like this thing and want this thing. This pro wrestling world, whether it be WWE, AEW, is for us. And that was God's gift to us for us to be in it, because we can foresee what's going to happen. We can see what's happening. We could get a stylized picture on what's going on being a pro wrestling fan. And I used to want to share that with everybody. Now I don't want nobody to have it but me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or but the people that's in the know. Like the conversations that I could have with my guy Sir Wilkins. Shout out to Sir Wilkins.
Sir Wilkins, you must pull up the Cuts podcast.
Yeah, he would be great.
Me, you, and H2O gotta have that fucking conversation still. I gotta open a can of whoop ass on that shit. Because let me tell you, to deny Stone Cold Steve Austin's fucking impact is fucking ludicrous and insane.
He denied Stone Cold's impact?
No, fucking H2O did.
Oh, he's probably not a real wrestling fan anyway. but like
he swears he is, but you need to have that sit down. But
you know, in the conversations that I could have with Sir Wilkins, and it could start off with wrestling, and then it goes into the world. The conversations that me and you could have that starts off with just stupid ass phone call, and then we on the phone for 2 hours straight. You know what I mean? That's what we have, and I used to tell my cousin, I said, yo, if you're already brilliant by yourself, you're already brilliant and gifted on your own. If you were a wrestling fan, you will you'll take over this world. And I used to want to share that information with people. Now I don't. I just want to have it for myself.
Yeah. Son, because people don't understand, man. Like wrestling, even for me, like I'll say this. Like there was a point in time, I want to say probably after '93, when Hogan did that bullshit at WrestleMania to Bret Hart. The Bret Hart bullshit. That kind of like fucking made me go, this is getting on my nerves. Then I kind of stepped back. Then when Hogan went to WCW, it was like, God, y'all trying to regurgitate what WWE did. Yeah. And I was all right. Then I did kind of come back. Like Stone Cold, I ain't gonna lie. Stone Cold low key, like Stone Cold 96 ish brought me back.
96, 7. And you know what? Honestly, I wish I was older to really understand what Stone Cold did.
Oh my fucking
like
God.
To really see it. Because I was a kid. So I saw it, you know, and it was cool to watch, but I didn't understand. Like now, us understanding exactly what Cody and Roman is doing from a business standpoint, like us knowing this is what they're doing, not just watching it and say, oh, like I want to know I want to have that feeling of knowing what Stone Cold did for the business. And
let me tell you the fuck something. You're talking to, I am a Stone Cold Steve Austin stan, motherfucker. I got merch that mimics his merch.
Yeah.
Okay, Marat 316. It's not just because
it looks cool.
No, nigga, yo, when I tell you Stone Cold literally saved my adolescent's life.
Yeah.
Saved my adolescent's life. I'm talking like even to a point when I went to go start working and just went against my bosses. Like, yo, fuck out of here. Yo, stuck the middle finger up, drank beer, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Stunning people and all that shit. Like, yo, Stone Cold, I think, yo, no bullshit. I hate it's gonna sound funny. I really feel Stone Cold helped the hood, right? Really
embrace
and also knock off the taboo of liking wrestling. Because
I can see that 100%.
Son, the shit that they created for him to do is shit that was happening in our hood, son.
All the time.
Took a cop car after drinking. The cement trunk.
I love these conversations with you, man.
The cement truck.
Yeah.
Shit. The Zamboni shit.
Yeah.
When niggas seen in the hood This nigga took a hockey Zamboni and ramped the shit into the fucking ring.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, I'm taking golf carts.
Yeah.
I'm taking a cop car. I'm taking the bus. Yo, I might have to take the bus.
Yeah.
Ramming into. Yo, son, Stone Cold for me was like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Yes. WWE. Yo, and the number, besides his initial line, Austin 316 says, I just whip your ass.
Yes.
To me, what I feel is just as important is the fucking shit he told Farouk and the Nation. He said, yo, it's not a color, it's not a white thing, it's not a black thing, it's not a color thing, it's a Stone Cold Steve Austin thing, and I'm just here to be whipping your ass. Yo, when
he says, I'll whip your ass thing. It's
nigga, mind you, I went to high school of art and design.
Yes.
Nigga, if you know the history and the story of high school of art and design, motherfuckers mimicked everything from basketball to fucking hip hop, rock, wrestling. Son, the next day at school, nigga, my white teacher tried to say some shit to me. I said, yo, I don't give a fuck. It's not a black thing or a white thing. It's a me kicking your ass thing. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, Tyson.
Oh, man.
Tyson, go to the dean's office. Yeah. And then I get to the dean's office. You did some shit from Monday Night Raw, huh?
Yeah.
You damn right. Oh, hell yeah.
So that's cool to see that, and it's cool to see you embrace it now. Like you incorporate that love into your brand.
Oh my God, son! You don't understand what he did.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. No, you don't understand. That man literally, no bullshit, saved my adolescence years and I'll say my early 20s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and then like I said, I just wish I could. I don't want to go back into that time, but if I could, I would have felt good to actually understand how he also saved the wrestling business.
Son.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because you know what it was? All right, put it like this. WWE's transitioning, right? Okay, they're kind of
out of Hogan.
No,
right? They're already out of Hogan.
But they're fully trying to, like, okay, even with Bret Hart, like the whole Bret Hart thing, right? Cool, you were the conventional hero, but teenagers are catching up to shit.
Yes, they're getting older.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck about the pink glasses and all that shit. Shawn Michaels is what they're caring about.
Yes.
DX, Suck It, all this other shit, super kicks, all that. Okay, here comes Stone Cold. Oh shit.
Following behind that.
But then, oh shit, hit niggas with a Stone Cold Stunner? The fuck is Stone Cold Stunner? Yo, he's drinking beer? What is drinking beer? He stunt Santa?
Don't say that because somebody watching is going to say, well, Sandman drunk beer.
No,
too.
but still, Sandman did.
Yes.
But let's keep the but here though. When Stone Cold did it, that shit was golden stamp, bro. like yo,
he said, "Hold on, wait, let me piss y'all off right quick."
No. Sandman, wrestling fanatics. I get it with Sandman. Don't get me wrong. Yes, but as far as on a star quality level, trendsetting, pinpointing, son, it'd be hard. You would have to be a wrestling purist to understand Sandman drink beer before. But sorry to burst your bubble, dog. That's Stone Cold Steve fucking Austin, son.
Did he just do it better?
He just does. It was more entertaining. Even us in the hood, niggas in the hood would drink. No, look. Let's keep it a buck. Niggas in the hood kind of drink beer.
Yeah, we didn't drink beer
Nigga, after Stone Cold did it and shit like that,
yeah,
niggas was drinking beer nonstop.
Yes,
cracking them shits. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Wearing the hat backwards like Stone Cold with the lettering on it and shit like that. Yeah. What are we talking about? Yo, son.
Right. I just know that a bunch of wrestling purists is gonna jump into this video and just say,
I know you parents could do it. Look it, bring me on a show. We could have all I will stand on the hill, son. Yes, I am a Stone Cold Steve Austin stan, son. There's even been times, I said it. Yes, I have him over Hogan.
That's not bad.
And it's not.
I got Kofi Kingston over Hogan now.
No, but it's not even because of the other shit with Hogan. Yes, was Hogan the trendsetter? Yes. Was he the pivotal pinpointer? Yes. But as far as turning around a multi-billion-dollar business, saving its ass.
Yeah.
Even the top tier wrestlers, Undertaker, The Rock, Triple H. Hold on.
Watch that fucking list there.
Hold on. They've admitted On document, they've admitted about Stone Cold Steve Austin's impact. They've admitted his impact.
Are we gonna get into Undertaker?
Huh?
Are we gonna get into Undertaker?
No, we
Is
could.
that on your list?
No, we could. What's up? What do you want to get with Undertaker?
No, go finish your statement.
No, what I'm saying is they've admitted of his impact. They openly admitted and said, "Yo, even The Rock, when it was WrestleMania, was it WrestleMania 19 when
he was leaving?
When Stone Cold put over The Rock finally,
that was 19. Yeah,
yeah. Even The Rock said at that moment right there, he had to say in his ear, "I thank you for what you did for my career." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how important Stone Cold is to fucking wrestling.
I mean, just when you make that list, you make sure my
man.
No.
As far as the list, no. As far as the list, if you want, we could go in that conversation.
Yes, we can.
We go in that. All right, if you want to say for top 5 or even on Mount Rushmore,
I don't want to talk about Undertaker. I just want to talk about the Undertaker.
What do you want to talk about the Undertaker?
I want to talk about how. I know that you have your blockbusters like Hogan and you have your blockbusters like Stone Cold and even The Rock, but to be a cornerstone of something, to me, maybe because I'm a fan of his,
Undertaker's there.
He most definitely. That's no debate.
There's no debate.
There's no debate. He's a cornerstone.
I'd be a fool.
Like, he bridged those eras together and he did it unselfishly.
Yes.
And while these guys, remember, the Stone Cold at the top was only 7 years.
No, that's a fact.
The Rock was what, 6 years?
As far as the man?
As the man. The Rock was 6 years. Stone Cold was about 7. John Cena was 20 plus years. The Undertaker was 30 years.
Yeah.
Not as the man. Let me not. The Undertaker was never the man up until like 20.
I'm going to say 9. No, I'll say 9. All right,
Undertaker was never the man.
No. I'll say
now you have going against my own guy.
No. Late. No, let's keep it up. Let's say late 98, 99.
No, because Stone Cold was there.
No, true, but even when he became
let's talk about the man. You
talk
about moments.
You know what? No. Okay, you know what then? If we're gonna do it like that, I see where you're going with it. Are you talking about when the streak finally started getting more light?
That's when the Undertaker became the man in WWE.
Facts.
That's when you brought a ticket to see the Undertaker.
Facts.
But he was never. And that time that you had Rock, Stone Cold, he was. Now there were times that you did see the Undertaker career, and this is why I love him so much. It fluctuated. When he first came in, he was the opposite of Hogan, everything of Hogan, and people loved him for it. But he wasn't the person you brought a ticket to see. You brought a ticket to see Hogan in action.
Right.
And then we get into 95, 96. Remember Undertaker versus Undertaker and that whole time where they had no real stars. They had Bret, Shawn, and Undertaker, the new generation. Stone Cold wasn't in yet. He became a top ticket person. And then Stone Cold came in. He went down that list. Stone Cold, The Rock, he had to wait that wave out. John Cena, he had to wait that wave out. Batista, he had to wait that wave out. And then around this time, the streak is now we're talking about WrestleMania 2022 with Mark Henry. When he did after Mark Henry, the streak became the streak. Now Undertaker is the guy you're paying for a ticket to see. You want the experience. You want the lights to go out. You want that. So, and then he had his time for that. And simultaneously, what people don't really give credit to, Edge actually was the other guy on the other end of that spectrum, because it was John Cena, The Undertaker, Batista, and Edge.
You got to put Randy.
I don't think on some real shit. I think you're saying that in hindsight. I respect. I don't see Randy Orton as I got to go to this event because Randy Orton is fighting. I never seen Randy Orton.
Even when it became, even though John Cena was the big ticket draw, but Randy Orton didn't get.
But that's what I'm talking about. The ticket draws.
All right. So in that regard,
I don't think Randy was ever,
because I'm a Randy Orton fan too. So
you just like evil niggas. That's what.
Like anti-heroes.
Yeah, anti-heroes.
Anti-heroes.
I don't think Randy ever was like a ticket draw. I think he can be so more now, and that's the great thing about this business, that if you wait your turn, it'll be you. Yeah. It'll be you. And if you stay in shape, you wait your turn, it's gonna come around to you. But the Undertaker's career always like fluctuated to when he was just bridging that gap or to when he was the man. And as an Undertaker fan, remember, he never had the title for a long time.
Yeah, it'd be spurts. It'd be spurts.
Yeah, like he never was I've been a champion for 2-3. It's always like 3 weeks, a month, 2. I think the last time he had it was the longest he held it. And that was like 3 months or some shit like that.
It was the 2010 one when him and Batista had the series.
Yeah, that was the longest run. No, the one after that when he took it. I think either he took it from Kane or Kane took it from him. But that was when, I don't even know if you remember this, but that's when like Undertaker got attacked and they said it was Rey Mysterio, but it was actually Kane. Yeah. So in that time he had held it the longest. Right. And just as a fan, I just like he about to lose his belt because I'm just so used to him having it and then. You know what I mean? Right, your guy fucking get the belt. He hold it for 3 years and shit like that.
Hey, listen, man. Yo, but all right. So let's go with it. All right. So who's your Mount Rushmore
of WWE?
Just wrestling, period.
Undertaker number 1, Shawn Michaels number 2, Kofi Kingston number 3, Bianca Belair number 4, and.
Who's the honorable mention? Remember but it's 4. The money Rushmore's 4. Yeah.
Oh, it would have been Kane.
Oh, that's your honorable mention?
Huh?
That's your honorable mention? Yeah. Like he's like on the back of
You didn't say top 5. You said
no. I said Mount Rushmore.
Either Kane or Chris Jericho.
Because top 5, I don't like top 5s. Top 5s. Mount Rushmore is more challenging.
Okay, so right, yeah.
So
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Kofi Kingston, and. Who did I say?
Said Bianca Belair?
Bianca Belair.
All right. So Stone Cold definitely. Got to put The Rock up there. Definitely got to put Ric Flair up there. Yeah. Got to put Ric Flair up there. And you got to put Hogan up there.
You got to put
Hogan up there.
And I'm not. But
then on the honorable mention, or at least on the back of the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Gotta put you got definitely Undertaker. Woman wise, you gotta put. People are gonna kill me for this shit. You gotta put either Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Yes.
Or you have to put Charlotte.
Yes. Shout out.
You got to put that. Bianca, I feel she's a couple more championships away to get in that talk.
Yeah.
But as far as if you're going on overall impact, if you're even saying ticket draw, if you're even saying just for the transitional.
If it's ticket draw, it's definitely Becky.
No, but I'm just saying, even if you want to say transitional prowess within wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ones that I mentioned,
brother, I stand with you on
and
that
even
hill.
even Shawn Michaels too. Shawn Michaels for me, but it's so hard. I can't put Shawn Michaels over Ric Flair. It's hard for me to put him over. Who else did I say? I said The Rock, Stone Cold, Ric Flair, Hogan.
You can't put. See the thing, and tell me if you agree. The thing about Shawn Michaels is he was not a ticket draw like those were. However, Shawn Michaels was so good that remember when WWE was losing viewers? Whoever tuned in, he kept them tuned the fuck in.
Right.
So he was so good. First of all, he's just one of the greatest ever.
Right.
But in terms of like when you talk about your Mount Rushmore, you talk about Hogan, Stone Cold. Shawn Michaels was good enough to make sure if WCW was getting 2 million viewers and WWE was getting 1 million, that 1 million was tuning in to see Shawn Michaels. He was that strong. He was that good. Him and Brett kept that little era alive to Stone Cold.
Yeah, I forgot about Brett. Brett's in the back of the hill that leads up to Mount Rushmore.
Yeah and I feel like in that conversation, I feel like Brett and Shawn was so good that if you didn't watch WCW and you tuned into WWF, you could say these two guys, I put them up against whoever the fuck y'all 2 million is watching, and you can, and they would be good. Like that's how good they were. But no, they weren't like so good that they. And this is not me just talking. The ratings speak for itself. Like it wasn't until Stone Cold came that the ratings flipped over. Switch. But they were good enough to keep you locked in. They was that good.
Hell yeah! Woo! All right, my Chris. Before we get out of here, you know what we're doing. Bars or cap. Bars or cap. You know what it is, man. It's the game we play here on Cuts. I throw scenarios at our guests, and bar. If they agree with it, cap.
Okay.
Cap. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Sir?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it. NYC artists blame the industry for failures more than their work ethic. Bars or cap?
Bars.
All right, why bars, sir?
because a lot of the people who complaining, go ask them what the fuck they've done in the last month. And they'll just. You can't blame the industry because you didn't go to the fucking studio, nigga. Like,
yo, oh my god. Yo, shout out to Daniel, the producer, when he chops this up. When he chops this up and puts it in the fucking the shorts and reels. Oh my fucking god. Yo, hip hop media help destroy artist development. Bars of cap.
Cap.
Ooh. Yeah, why cap?
It wasn't hip hop media, it was social media in a whole. As a whole.
Too many podcasters want to go viral but before becoming good interviewers. Bars of cap.
Bars.
Stupid bars. Tremendous.
Stupid. Like, nigga, that nigga spin.
Yo, shout out to the Reemo Marac brand team, yo. We go crazy in pre-productions. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yo. We go crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Yo, being controversial is easier than being intelligent in media today. Bars or cap?
Cap.
Really?
Yeah.
Why cap?
Being controversial is easy. No, because you have to have so much wit and so much grit to yourself to be intellectual and intelligent, and not you watch Abby Phillips on CNN.
I know of her, but I haven't really like in tune.
Shout out to that black queen. Shout out to Abby Phillips on CNN. For her to sit there and hold herself together at that panel every single night, it would just be easier for her to be.
CNN and the jackasses. Yeah.
Yes, it would be easier for her to just be controversial on that panel and go viral. But she got to hold it together, and I respect it. Shout out to Abby Phillips.
I will definitely start tuning in more for sure. Real shit. DJs don't control the culture anymore. Algorithms do. Bars or cap?
Bars. Bars. My nigga said DJs don't control the culture, no what the algorithms do. Nigga said
stepping in the shit. Yo, remember my brand team. Yeah, you know, we're gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. The DJs, you know who you are. Don't come at me. Don't fucking shoot me.
But they know they don't control it. Like what they want you to keep the narrative up.
But you know what that is. We should have touched on that in during the segment, but we could touch on it now. For me, I feel it's a lot of things that happen with that. One, too many other DJs kept being separate and not holding things together in the culture. Two, a good amount of artists playing the DJ. When you start seeing the content of them playing DJs or doing wrong to DJs, that kind of hurt the value of the culture. And then three, overall, for me, I'm just saying for me, I don't know about you. I feel for me, I feel that because historically it wasn't always shown on a pillar or a highlight that that the DJs were important. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying over time it just kept like being more diluted and dismissed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know what say you.
Not because I don't know. You know, you obviously have more wisdom than me, but I also think just the era that we're in, like these new kids don't go party. Like they don't do that. They don't go to the party. That's not. The playlist has more influence over what happens than the DJ do. These kids don't go party. It's for people our age. We still go and celebrate and go hit something. Right. These kids don't go party. So it's all of that. Everything that you said, even what I said, it's just that's how it died out. That's how it wasn't important anymore. There was no legacy left, and especially when you get to a point where you have people like certain DJs that's on radio now who was gatekeeping. Oh. Like you do that and then you stop your own blood flow because you pull this person in, and especially pulling in young guys. Like I don't know about you, but I love working with young media people. I love to just help develop the future and just work with them and give them tidbits and stuff like that and just help them, because 5 years, 10 years down the line, it's going to be something that I have no clue on how to fucking do or what to do, and they're going to be the ones that help me back. You know what I mean? Like.
But just speaking on that, like when we do our media, like when we do the media runs, or for that matter, you know, like the listening. But I think for me, I don't know about how you feel, but you know, like when we get off, like it's our turns. Like after we do our turns with the people we interview, and talent and stuff like that, and then you know you have that young person or that new figure come up to you. Like, that's not a refreshing feeling for you. Like, for me, it's always been a refreshing feeling. Like, you know, if they come up to me, they ask me, like, yo, why'd you do the Rugers up? Why did you, why were you animated while you were talking? Why, you know, and I answer it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, I
Especially
never felt.
if they're young.
Yeah, I never felt.
Not you
like,
old niggas heavy doing it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I never felt the need to not inform, because at the end of the day, as I've been saying it throughout this podcast in my career, as hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, on hindsight, maybe I won't tell them the information, but then the 20/20 division down the line is okay. But who's gonna preserve it after I stop?
Exactly, and nobody has that, and that's why you have questions acting about legacy and stuff like that. Like, that's exactly. So I think with the DJ, a lot of the gatekeeping, you didn't allow the young blood to come in, so y'all got trapped in your own door. Y'all got trapped when, all right, okay, they won't let me in. Fuck it, I'll go do a playlist. 10 years down the line, playlists are so big. You know what I'm saying? Now people, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All right, most artists don't want honesty. They want cheerleaders with microphones. Bars or cap?
Bars. That's what doing free articles with. That's what you're doing, cheerleading them. Yeah. Free work for an artist is you just stroking their ego. Trust me.
Yeah, that's it, yo.
So bars.
Yeah, stupid bars. NYC lost its sound trying to sound too hard to sound global. Bars or cap?
NYC lost its sound trying to sound too hard to sound global.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't pull it.
I get. All right. Shout out once again, Reemo Murat Brand Team. I get where you go. I feel, because there was a point in time when we stopped doing our sound. Yeah. We started emulating and taking like a Miami, a European sound, and this, that, and whatever, and not having that New York distinctive sound.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So I kind of get where that question's come. But for you, what do you feel? Like, what was your pinpoint, or what do you feel?
I think the industry always chased a certain sound anyway. It just so happened in the time that we had it, it was our sound. So a lot of other people chased our sound for a while as well. But, you know, from an industry standpoint, because independent and underground artists always sound the same on the East Coast scale. The mainstream artists that represent us on the mainstream front, they always chase the hit songs. So they always chase what's popular. So I don't really think so. To be honest with you, Reemo, I never believed in the New York sound. I don't believe in that. I don't know. Damn.
No, I mean, no. Hey, listen.
No, I don't believe in it. I believe in
what you feel, brother.
I believe in the sound in terms of where you from, right? Because if you from ATL, you're gonna sound like an ATL rapper,
right?
But I don't believe in New York lost its sound. No, I think you always sound like what you wanted. If you wanted a record deal, you sound like fucking Chingy did back in 2000. You know what I mean? And if you didn't care, if you was an underground artist and you just wanted to be nice, you always sound like an East Coast rapper. You didn't really care.
Right.
So I don't think New York lost it. I think the spotlight has changed, and where we chase the spotlight, wherever the global regional sound is, that's where we're going. Because look, we got niggas from New York using Afro beats.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right. Nah, it makes sense, brother. Some platforms care more about humiliation than journalism. Bars or cap?
Cap.
Cap.
There's more platforms that care about journalism than there is. There's more Vogue magazines than there is shade rooms. Yeah. there really is. There's people that want to, and I think we're getting back to that too. I think.
Yeah, no, the reset's definitely.
Yes, I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. You see, I don't even talk shit like that no more.
No, I ain't gonna lie. No. Let's go on that for a minute, sir. I'm not gonna lie, son. Your satire on Facebook is A1 Peter.
Thank you.
Son. Yo, so I be crying, son.
Thank you, brother.
I be crying, son.
It's just fun.
Yeah, that's what I miss.
Yeah, it's just fun.
I'm sick and tired of this this weird Civil War Marvel versus DC fucking
good versus evil
bullshit. Yeah, it's like for the shit that we do, it's like, all right, I get why others went to go get their own platforms because you want to control your narrative. It's like, damn, bro. Like,
who? What narrative did Tony Yayo have?
No, I feel you, but I'm just saying, but I get it. But it's like, damn, bro, I don't think media even around that time of journalism, let's say 95 to 2015.
Okay. That
pocket, right? I don't think motherfuckers was trying to be harsh to ruin careers. I think they were just being as objective.
That's not true. We had Wendy Williams.
Yeah, but Wendy Williams was...
Who started this shit, by the way?
True, but Wendy Williams was a dime a dozen out of the many.
Okay. So to your point, then that would make you 100% right, but it was still people doing it. That's what made her who she is.
Yes. Was she a trendsetter and pioneer to that type of style of journalism? Yes. But what I'm saying is, even to now, how a good amount that okay, you really don't need to do media or podcasting, right?
You just need dirt.
I get it because it's there, and we had the conversation on phone, right? Okay, because if you look at it, right, it's more so because it's a better way for you to answer the why on a daily basis versus what you did before that you couldn't answer the why on a daily basis because you needed a team or the label to help you answer the why on a daily basis. So I get it. But in the same token, do they need to do it? You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. Do they need to do it? Do they need to do it? I mean,
I get the want, but do they need to do
it? Yeah, they clout chasing.
No, but it's beyond clout chasing. You get what I'm saying? Because my thing is this, right? Just like we had in this conversation, right? It's going to get to a point that you and I are not going to be here anymore.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so then in that hindsight, for what they do, right? For you to leave what you initially were doing, and now you're coming here. What does it say about what you're leaving for those that are coming up? What's going to happen with that?
Well, they're hustlers.
No, true.
And I'm not saying this in defense of them. I'm aligning what you're saying, and I'm just saying, like, I hate using the term unfair, right? Because your idol said that unfair is a loser's word, but it should be unfair. It's unfair that. No, I'm not gonna get into that.
No, let's get we got a couple more minutes.
All right, hold on. He here. He said I'm here. I'm here around the corner. Okay, come up. Can I tell him okay? Come up.
Yeah. This is what happened on Cuts. It's all good, son. Business happens on Cuts. It's all good, son.
So, I don't like that term unfair, but the business has always been about that. We don't fucking do fashion. So, in the 90s, when the artists were getting clothing deals, think about the fashion designers coming up that was like, well, fuck, like, I really do this. You're just slapping your name on a bunch of manufactured stuff and you're making millions. They've always done that. It just so happens to suck because we do media. But they've always, who making money over there? How they making money? Give me that. And are they wrong that they want to use the name that they've built in as artists to jump into that field? I don't think they're wrong. I mean, that's just business. It just sucks. It just sucks. And I think it just hurts that a PR or up-and-coming artist will rather do that platform because I get to sit down with such and such and such and then do somebody who they've seen really do this. You know what I mean? So it's just, I mean, it's personally, it sucks, but it is the business. Is either we're going to accept it or we're not going to accept it.
No, by all means. I mean, but it's the conversation to have. That's what, again.
It sucks.
This is what this platform is about.
It sucks that older rappers stop getting money from doing rap music. That's why Hov is the best, because he don't have to do that shit. Hov don't have to jump into a podcast, or he doesn't have to jump into media to keep making money. He made money off of, guess what? Music. He made money off of music. Yes, he has other businesses, but initially, he's one of the last rappers that could drop an album today and it's going platinum. A lot of you other people, y'all got into this field and you took spaces up of people that really do this and it getting pushed them to the side because you have to do it. And it does suck. It does suck. And that's why I couldn't afford to do shock jock media anymore, like how I was doing. Like, I can't afford to do that no more because that gets thrown to the side. Exactly. I know that I use it to get into the field and get attention and build my platform, but it wasn't going to be sustainable long term because of the slots being taken up fast. Right now, if we're not doing what the fuck we supposed to do, which is what you're doing, what Meeks do, Kanika do, Slops do, if people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, just stop. Just stop. Because
that's the whole fact.
Yeah, the doors flung open for people who have more resources and connections to come and just take over what we're doing and be successful at it. Did you see the list that came out? And you'd be like, huh? Like, how? Why? Hey. So it just sucks, man. It does suck.
Hey, listen, man. You already know what it is, man. Look, Sparrow.
Thank you for having me,
my
man.
brother. This was...
Yeah, you were so right. You were so right what you said about Meeks. Like, this is really, really...
Yo, Meeks, don't listen to this, man. Yo, I listen, Meeks, like I said before, I need to come to your platform. All right? Don't listen to this fucking man, all right? You already know what it is, man. Cuts. Yo, look, Sparrow, we know who you are, but let everybody know where to follow you at, brother.
You can follow me at NWO Sparrow on YouTube. You can follow me at NWO Sparrow on Facebook, NWO Sparrow. NWO Sparrow on Instagram. For Medium.com, my author page is NWO Sparrow. For Vocal Media, my author page is NWO Sparrow. And on Complex.com, my author page is NWO Sparrow. Everything is NWO Sparrow, Sparrow.
You already know what it is, man. You know where to follow the Ruger Spray, your neighborhood Ruger Spray, Soldier of Hip Hop, Reemo Marak.
Yes, sir.
At Reemo Marak _ on everything. Culture, urban, tech, and sports. You know how this goes, man. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon Music, DJ Chase Radio, FM. You know how this goes, kid. Hands over the eyes. 8-1, baby.
Oh, to the garden. It's in New York, sound like we in the garden. Huh? Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind these shades, you see a murder house.